Oh, hi. Don't worry about Katie being schmall. Work in progress here. Hi. She will be right back. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna mute her so that she doesn't yap when she's not ready. But, hi. I had another outfit because I have free will and can do what I want. So we have a new outfit for this thing we're doing. We're gonna see how it works out. This is the very first one. That's why it's just me and Katie. I know Sprinkles wants to be a part of one once we figure out what we're doing. But hi. Yeah. She, of course, immediately, as soon as I hit go live, she's like, my tummy hurts. No, she's gone. Hi. We are starting a podcasty talk show thingy. I don't know. It's not really a podcast because we're going to have visuals. It's more Yap Fest. I'm calling it a Yap Fest. But today, I forgot to introduce myself. Anyway, hi. I'm Gracie the Persnickety Puppy, the stupidly adorable yet endearingly stupid puppy girl. Hi. And we're going to be starting a little Yap Fest stream. It's going to be called I Have a Lot of Feelings, as said in the title and the thumbnails. And basically, it's quite literal. We're just going to be yapping. Yeah. Specifically, though, we're yapping about VTubers. And we're starting off real strong with the one, Katie, who is right here. She's a little blub. When she gets back. We're going to be starting with hololive English Advent, which is their third generation. We're going to be yapping about them. Oh, you back, Katie? Okay, she's back. I muted you so you didn't yap if you weren't ready. But yeah, so we're going to be yapping. We're yapping about hololive. We're yapping about Advent. And hold your horses, everyone. Hold your horses. Well, I'm big. I'm very big. Hold on. Whoa. Didn't need to be that big. In a costume. But, Katie is here. She's our little fox over here. But we are going to be yapping. We got the spreadsheet. We got the Google Docy for lore. So we are starting off with hololive English Advent as our very first one. Just to kind of ease into it. Because we wanted to start with something we are both familiar with. And I've heard her yap about it on end to no end. For years now. How many years? 2 years?
2 years.
I told you, Sprinkles, this is gonna be like 5 hours or more. We don't even know. So yeah, that is the plan. We'll see kind of how this goes. Because it is kind of an odd format for me. But we want to yap. Let me move Katie a little bit. You're going to go down here on the other corner so I can be here.
Okay.
So we are started. We have our Google Doc at the ready here. We are prepared with Advent. We got our logo here. We got all our girls. I have in another tab, I have the hololive production talent pages open. I have the virtual YouTuber fandom page open because the hololive wiki page never updated. It does not look good. Maybe we'll go to it for some stuff, but I have it. You guys won't see it. There's so many ads on it, and I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need none of that. But yeah, we are starting with Advent. So, Katie, let's start with the basics of who are
their titles.
I 10 out of 10. I love it. We love to see it. I do love Bibu. Out of all of them, I think I don't watch too much. I pop in when I can to their streams because time zones and stuff. But definitely, I love everything about Bibu's concept. I love her. She is funny. Well, yeah, so let's start. Should we start with their leader? Their great, glorious leader?
Let's go.
Also, I have to point it out because I am so proud of it. I am so proud of it. Where is it? I have this. I made this. We have the trailer introducing them in the corner up here. I made that.
Wow.
I have filters. I found the TV off someone's random Reddit post talking about CRT TVs. Oh, filters. Real proud of that one. Real proud of that one. I just have to mention it at least once. Okay, how do you spell Shiori Novella?
Yeah. You got it. You got it, sure.
Look at me. I'm so good at this. I'm a good streamer. I also forget I have chat on the side here, so that's why it's a little squished on the screen, is because I have chat on either side for me on here. Alright. Okay. So what is her title? We're going for Katie here. Who is she? What's she do?
She an archiver.
You're welcome to type on this. Start filling some stuff out on here.
You want me to type? I have so... You'd think I'd have more room with all my windows, but no, I do not.
Come on. You have two giant monitors, girl.
I have a better stream monitor setup than you do, and I don't stream.
That is true, Sprinkles. That is true. She did like your Croven piece.
Okay, let's put this here. I also have the Word document. Why is it so small? What the hell?
Whoop. Give me for trying to take a shortcut.
What did you do?
The pink one? Yeah. Oh, that pink one? It's something.
Gracie, is there a reason I see your legal name as your cursor?
No. Here, I can turn that off on stream, probably. Oh, well, they can't see that on my end. That's just your end.
What, is there anywhere it says it on your end?
No, I've cut that part off.
I'm just being careful for you.
My name is out there. It's not that big a deal.
I'll show my legal name, that's fine. Just don't look too closely.
No.
Dun dun dun.
How do you... Is it Abiscard? Yeah, Abiscard.
Spelled weird. Then
It is spelled a little weird.
It's not spelled with a U, I believe. In
Yeah, that is a little weird, but okay, we'll take that, whatever.
So many people get incorrect.
Pimpaboo's kicked your child, yeah. We're working on it.
Did you push yours on there?
No, not yet.
You did. Push yours on there.
Oh, Shiori's, yes I did. I didn't put, Ebu's though.
It's now the time to admit that I've, like, never used Google Docs or drawings or anything, so I have no idea what we're doing here.
I have used this forever. Let me see if I can find it.
Is this what you used to map out the plot for, Space?
I did. Let me see if I can find it here. I have it. I know I do. Is it not in this? Morocco true. I have multiple, actually. Okay, so here's one of them. But this is the one that's more important. Probably this one. So this is just for context. Here's context of what I do in my spare time is stuff like this. Oops, too far. This is In Space with Markiplier, a Markiplier channel original YouTube. Choose your own adventure. This is part 1. I have all the parts. But I have gone through and found every video, every link, and put it all together. So, like, this is what the level we're going for. This is the, you know, the red yarn all over the screen, all over the board. This is what we're going for.
I got my water too.
Also, I will admit, at least for the first year, I could not understand a single thing that Fuwawa or Mokoko said. 0% of what they spoke I could not decipher it. Because of the way, just their voices are so cute. I love them to death. I can't understand a word they say. Like half the time. I'm just like, oh. They're cute. They're saying words. Exactly. There's so much lore. And don't even... That's where Katie mentioned it earlier. Thanks, Tanuki. Yeah. I'm real proud of that TV. But he mentioned, oh, just wait until we get into the Enreco episode. And I'm like, oh, no. We do have to talk about Enreco, don't we? Alrighty, Katie. Who do we start?
I have many feelings about him.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna start with Shiori, right? Oops.
Okay.
I broke things.
Now, were we just starting with, like, the lore at release?
Yes, for the most part, yeah. We're gonna shrink this a little bit to make it a little...
I need to find the OneNote page. I have somewhere where I've logged down all of the little intro videos in there. Where did I even put that?
Honestly, there's a couple clippers who put together, like, episodes of Enreco that you could watch, which I don't even know how many episodes it was for each season, but, like, there was that. I'm supposed to watch it. I haven't watched it, though.
There's, like, long movie playlists of it.
That'll give you all the good bits that you needed.
And there's also the archive, of course. The Enreco archive.
Yeah, bless the Enreco archiver.
Where
You know, that's fair, though. That's me too, a little bit. I miss my girls.
I'm emotionally attached to all of them. Some more
Yeah,
than
that's
others,
also
but,
fair.
you know.
Okay, so let's get the lore. What was the basis? Let's go off of Shiori's intro. Her sad...
Off of what they were imprisoned for?
Yes, we're starting with the imprisonment.
She had forbidden knowledge.
And who deemed this forbidden knowledge? Was it the council, or was it the gods above who made council? Remind me.
I think it was just the old gods. Was what the thing was.
And we're going with color codes here, because otherwise we will not be able to keep things straight. So, woo! I turned to pet the dog.
With these girls, we ain't keeping anything straight.
That is also true. Which brings it to the first point, to one of the things that happened with Shiori, which is not Yuri. Surprisingly, not Yuri. As confirmed.
About what? Oh, her.
Let's talk about her intro videos. Yeah.
I'll talk.
And I can't. And I can't talk. We can't play the videos on stream, because of copyright. This is sketchy even in the corner, but that's why I put so many filters on it I think we'll be okay playing that. But I can't play the videos on stream, because they'll probably copyright strike my stuff, and I don't want that. Preferably. Otherwise, I would play the instrumental of their first original in the background and watch all their videos.
Oh, I should just play that for my own ears. Haha.
Go for it. So what happened in her first video? Her introduction video.
Like their little lore drop thing that they did.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have the scripts for it. I typed them out painstakingly.
Yeah, so let's go over those. Let's start with Shiori, just to make it, we're going to go one at a time here for the basics.
Okay. You want me to copy paste it in the middle here so you can look at it?
Abso-frickin-lutely.
Oh, that's big. Okay.
Oh, gee, okay. I do like Shiori's. Alrighty. Let's copy... Actually, let's copy this first. Move this. Grab this. Copy this. Throw that in there.
Just throw the whole thing in there.
Yep. Let's remove this. True comic series for the lore. Depending on which series, though, some of them are not technically canon.
Advent versus Justice stuff is not canon.
Advent versus Justice is not canon.
It's an alternate universe.
Correct. This is why we're gauged. That's why we need the Google Docky. Or actually, this is a Google, Google Drawing. Okay. Once upon a time, I chairs shouldered with it before my eyes. In their final precious moments, they bestowed to me a gift as a token of trust and friendship, a blessing, a curse, and a memento. All one seemingly insignificant object. It was a simple bookmark. But over time, it began to see something within, knowledge out of sync with time, carefully woven archives of realities unbeknownst to humanity. The creation and destruction of worlds, visions of universes that expanded and receded back to their origin points. Blit. Written knowledge compiled also neatly right before my eyes. And Godkind was unhappy to learn what I found, so I hid the knowledge away to a place where no one ever suspect before my imprisonment. So here you wonder, how's the story end? Truthfully, the story is only just beginning. That's damn. And I remember listening to that. Did we live react to Advent, or was that just in VC? I don't think we did. I started doing that with Armis.
Yeah. I think we were just in VC with it. Or we were just like messaging each other, watching them.
Okay, but we have this. So this is the first crumbs that we get. And important to note is the cherished soul. So let's start making some notes here. The cherished soul. Well, let me.
Originally, everyone assumed because of the appearance on like the video that it was like elf girl, which we ran with for like a solid like year over year until Shiori informed us that that is her pretty blonde androgynous elf boy.
How do you spell androgynous?
Which honestly tracks now that she says it. But
is this, would you say a soulmate?
She hasn't really talked about him or given any more lore to him.
Here, so here's some, we're adding notes. This is our notes section. We're into this.
Okay.
I'm making it big. I'll make it little later. Anything else we need to note into this?
I don't think so. Not at this time.
What are the bookmarks? A simple bookmark.
The bookmarks, they hold on, like they're a physical way to hold on to certain memories or information. And like, if you're going by like the hologram lore, she like bites them or like eats them to take the information.
That's right.
She swipes like a card swipe on someone's noggin and then munches it.
Yeah.
But then of course that's just also hologram nonsense, so. But regardless, it uses magic to hold information and memories.
How do you spell the hologram? Is it hologram literal or?
I think it's just that, yeah, because like holo no graffiti or whatever, but it's hologram. But the commonly agreed upon lore is that she uses magic to bind memories into the bookmarks.
So she has magic.
Yes. I get the vibe that it's less she's magical and more she is a human who's learned magic.
Human has learned magic. That makes sense. Or that the bookmarks are magical enough she's able to harness it.
That, basically, yeah.
Oh, are you good? The buddy just went thunk on the floor. He's fine. Scaring me though, jeez. Okay. Anything else we should note on this while we're here?
Let me see, actually. Is there something that we
God kind. That's just another thing where that's the...
I'm pretty sure there's the overlap between... If you go back to the council lore videos, that, like, have been heavily retconned. But
yeah.
Regardless. That the council was created by the old gods who, like, went to sleep or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the gods who created the cell are those same gods. Because I believe how that works.
Okay.
See. Where are my other tabs all opened? Here.
Also, I hope you guys like the new music. I went and chose a bunch of stuff that I thought kind of would just be a fun background noise. And what's anything else we should know just about Shiori in general? Of things that are going to be important for her lore-wise.
Is she an ink creature?
Yeah, that she's
I'm pretty sure the
probably
book
not
fucked her up
human.
a little bit. I'm pretty sure, like, whatever the novelites are with, like,
She's an advanced
pages,
novelite.
bookworms, novelette. I'm pretty sure she's just basically a much more evolved form of that. Because she's inky, and she has the gold glowing eyes that we've got.
Yeah.
I think she's a fucked up ink creature.
I think that's likely.
And I know this is a lore stream, but it's also my headcanon stream, so fuck you.
Okay, well... lore is also... The accuracy is also important. So we're gonna make this in a special color. We're gonna make this blue. For Katie lore.
Hey, hey now.
I think that's likely, though. I can see that.
I think it's one of those things that's been fanon lore, but she's seen it enough that she's leaned into it and likes it.
Yeah. And it kind of just makes sense, especially if we see all the things, especially when she had... Was it her toggle upgrade, or was it at debut that her eyes glowed?
That was a later thing that she got.
Yeah. So it definitely seems, compared to what all the novelites and the novelites what they all have said and what they all look like, and then that she also glows, it seems like she's some sort of advanced or like combined ink creature who lives in, isn't it Inkwell? The name of like where you critters live.
Yeah.
And then what's her critter name? I can't remember. I want to say it's Godric, but I don't think that's right.
Dude? Yorick.
Yeah. Noric?
Yorick.
Yorick with a Y. Yeah, let me see. I'll grab a screen clip of him.
What if I just put it down here?
There, little dude.
Little dude.
Little dude. And is he just ink blob? Inky dude?
He's an ink blob.
But he's not a novelite.
No. He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
He's just
Is he present on all of her outfits?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's on
I
her
think he might
latest
be a toggle
one.
on most of them.
So he's not immediately... Oh no, he is on that one. I don't see him on her second outfit anywhere. Obvious.
I feel like he might be a toggle on
He
some
must be
of
a
them.
toggle. Unless it's him in the middle there? No. Definitely not. He's definitely
Might
not
be
a
on.
main feature on the second outfit. But he's on her pajama outfit and her New
Not
Year's
on
outfit.
the pajama outfit.
Yeah. Am I not looking at him right now? Oh no, that's a novelite pin. My bad. Well, she has the slippers. Her slippers are
just slippers. Those are just slippers that look like him. Can a girl not own cute slippers that look like her little guy?
That's true. But what else should we know?
I mean, I think for now, that's all we need to know, unless you want to say that, oh, she led the prison break, but I feel like that's pretty straightforward. She's the leader of the group.
Yeah.
She planned it. Planned and executed.
Go ahead, why don't you start on Bibu? I will be right back. I have to go let Buddy out.
No, don't leave me here. I've been abandoned. Okay. I don't know how to make new text boxes. How do I do that? Aha! I have figured it out. Dun, dun.
I have returned.
You've returned.
I have, indeed. Sorry, because she like controls or influences emotions.
I believe she's like a concentration, because she's a concentration of crystals that form from human emotion. So I think she just kind of acts as an amplifier.
Don't mind my typos, by the way. I struggle. I'm dyslexic. Words are hard.
Words do be hard. Oh no.
Cheapest. It's fine.
That's a lot of text. Now what did I do?
You turned it upside down.
Hey, I don't know what
Jesus.
I'm doing.
That's okay. Hopefully some of this will explain Bibu. Now, who voiced these? Did they voice each other's, or did they just voice
These
their
were
own?
all voiced by Shiori. These are like the archives that she had of them at the time.
Okay.
About their history and stuff. And acted as their introduction.
So she was born from the emotions of people?
Yes. Of humanity.
So, is she human or is she crystal?
She's a gem. She's a crystal.
She's a gem, no human.
She's a gem critter.
Gem critter. Okay, nah, I'll take it. Condensed crystallized forms of various human emotions. Okay. So that makes sense. It's kind of straightforward. She's made out of crystal. She handles emotions of the people around her.
Yeah, she's more of the ones where it's the case of the cell seeming more like the SCP Foundation type entity.
Yeah. Add that to
Where-
her notes.
Where they're not imprisoning her because she did something bad. It's just because she is inherently something dangerous.
Yeah. I spelled it right.
Whoa. Now spell restaurant.
Oh. Spell concierge.
I will.
Damn it.
Don't threaten me, I'll do it.
Okay. Does that seem accurate? It's time to make
Sorry, I
some
wasn't justified share.
freaking lines. Yeah, Taniki, that's 100% fair. Okay, here, we'll scoot these guys over a little.
Wow.
Wow. Where'd that connector go? Oh. Was not properly connected, apparently. Okay. So you want to move on? I feel like that's pretty straightforward. Out of all the lore, she seems to have the simplest lore.
Yeah.
Okay. On to your favorite. It's time for your girl.
What do you mean my favorite?
One of your favorites, Caitlin.
He's like,
And for Noissa, who has
No.
freaking boatloads of lore, and she doesn't seem to retcon too much stuff, and then she keeps adding to it.
He has so much bullshit lore. He loves her lore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, she was
The demon of
imprisoned for
soup.
her- Demon of soup. Let's go. She was in prison for being a problem.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, so who imprisoned Bibu?
What do you mean?
Just, like, she already was deemed by the old gods a danger. Who imprisoned, just the old gods also imprisoned her? Or was this the cell imprisoned her?
I mean, the old gods made the cell.
But there's this kind of thing where the cell isn't the old gods, but the old gods made the cell, but the cell isn't the old gods. Does that make sense?
They created it as, like, the supermax prison for the things that were dangerous to the world.
Okay.
And it's unclear what actually put them, like, what actually decided for that.
Okay. We'll take that. Here's your next box. Was she just a menace to society?
No, she just sang, but because she had both of her horns, it was like magical singing and
Okay.
hurt a lot of people. Drove a bunch of people mad.
They were driven to insanity.
Do you agree with that then?
Well, it wasn't necessarily broken to lessen the power. You want to give me the box so I can paste in her blurb?
Oh, you want me to make you a box?
Well, last time I tried to make a box, it kind of went catastrophically.
That's fair. There you go.
Yay! It's still gonna be catastrophic, I swear.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why we adjust it. Okay.
So down here, where do I change the text color?
It's the second row box is the A. I'd make that one red.
That's what I was doing. I think what's sadder about her in particular is that she was like 1,000 years old when she was in prison, like at the time of the incident. Because she says she's like 10,000 or so, like in the 10,000 range. Or not, yeah. So she was in prison for 9,000 years, which means she spent the vast majority of her life in the cell. Which is really fucking sad.
That is really sad, honestly. That is sad.
Like, Girly Pop has spent more of her life there than she did free. There was a point where she was in the cell, and if they did have like an actual, you know, way to track time, there was a time when she realized, you know, certain birthday hit, and she realized she's been in the cell longer than she's been free.
Yeah, that's real sad.
Which is really fucked up.
Let's do a block up here. What is this? Type in there, what is the cell? There's doing a lot of talk about what the cell is.
Where's the gray box?
About it.
Up here?
Yeah, up near there.
Actually, let's just say.
But Nerissa's main thing is that she was born as she's a raven born of darkness and the child of a demon. Now, her mother was a raven, correct? And her father was a demon.
Yeah, you recall the clip of "So your dad fucked a bird"?
Yes, I do. Yes, that's where I'm getting. Anyway, but her dad made her mom a human or a demon, not human, demon. Correct?
Yes.
And so what's important is that So, what about it, though, of her singing is it that caused the issue? Is it because she's part demon? And it caused people to go insane?
Yes. So, there's the official blurb about the cell. So the way that her demon, like, species works, basically, is that they're born, they have horns, but those horns don't, like, manifest, like, the symbols on them until they find, like, their passion or calling or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hers is specifically singing. So whatever their passion is, their horns channel the power to, like, enhance it. Because she had said before where she's like, she's not a great singer, that's not the point. It's that her singing was infused with magic.
Magic.
So at the time of the incident, she could have been, like, the shittiest singer ever.
Mm-hmm.
But because she has the demon powers to back it up, that's what made it influence people. It didn't matter whether it was good singing or not.
Yeah.
It was still going to influence and affect people.
Okay. That makes sense. Anything else we should add on to this for her? Sprinkles. Sprinkles. Why would you already had hot girl tummy issues? Why would you eat a burrito? You ate Taco Bell, right? You ate Taco Bell burrito. Girl.
Girly pop.
Girly pop. My point still stands. You should be scared. Yeah, but you know what? Nothing is mild when you already had the hot girl tummy issues, okay? You know what, you're Sprinkles.
It's not fair that I get hot girl tummy issues, but I have none of the hot girl to go with it.
She got a point.
Okay. Is there any other lore? I mean, we can get deeper into her lore, but...
If we want to, like how... Is there anything else that's relevant, equal to what we're doing right now? Has anything major been retconned on her beginning lore?
No.
Okay. To the fuzzy one.
I mean, do you want to just put their lore together? Because
kinda.
It's pretty much...
That's sort of... I was gonna make a box here that was just kind of like purple. Now that's Bibu's color. Maybe pink, dark pink together.
Sure.
Because their lore is literally almost the same.
Yeah.
We're going to connect them together. Oops. Okay. So what should we know about Baobaos? Quite literally. Is it literally?
Their literal lore is they're imprisoned for being a pain in the ass. Yeah. Their lore on the site is we're sealed away in the cell for being a pain in the godly behind. Their lore is literally the corporate friendly version of pain in the ass.
Oh, we didn't say why, back on Narissa, we didn't say why she was imprisoned, in our one section.
You said people are driven to insanity from her singing.
Okay. But that's gonna be the reason for quite literally just annoying little shits. Now, were they
They weren't annoying. They were a pain in the ass, which is different, I feel. Because annoying feels like it was intentional.
They're annoying pain in the ass.
Here, you want to give me my box to drop in the blurb?
Then, according to the hololive side of the virtual YouTuber wiki, hololive English, also known as Holo Advent, and informally known as hololive's English 3rd Gen, they are a group of criminals who escaped from the cell, a great prison deep underground that exists to seal anything deemed to be untouchable. Aside from each talent's fan marks, this generation also has a group Oshi mark, which was that the warning sign? Caution sign?
Yeah.
And their collective fans are known as Adventrix.
Yes.
They're also the first group to have a duo shared account of Fuwawa and Mokoko. Also, this little guy, who is also actually on my shirt here, I stole, that's Pokey, who didn't become relevant except in, like, image until their 3D debut in the group, where he, not their leader, but, like, an advisor. Kind of like Pero. He's, like, an advisor for them. Correct?
Well, I believe he, if I recall, part of that and like how they've talked about him is that he was kind of support for getting them out. But that was much later that they added that in, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like they forgot that he existed. They're like, oh shit, we need to do something with him.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that they did with Smokey anyways, too.
Yeah. Who's Smokey again?
That's Justices in their logo.
Okay, just make
The
sure.
little dude.
So, Pokey, was he also imprisoned?
Unclear.
We don't know.
We do not know.
Okay. Tale of Two Tails! It's funny. It's about to unfold. Twin tails, in fact, two lonely puppies, or should I say demonic guard dogs, wandering and searching for their life's purpose. Something precious worth protecting. I'm gonna highlight that green, because it's just interesting. Friendship! Friendship is magic!
Whoa.
Also, it's midnight. Happy birthday, Haka! Happy birthday, our Tempest Exorcist. Grip the VOD. But, it's your birthday. I had to mention it. Rip the VOD. I got the VOD saved. A couple people already knew. We have someone better archive the VOD because it is gone. And it was really good for a while. Even Tokimon, is it Tokimane? I don't remember who Haka's manager is. I think it's Tokimane though. Had said it was good, and then almost immediately one of Axel's came up, and he was like, "Never mind." The VOD is gone. You guys had it in the first. You had him in the first half. Not gonna lie. Banger stream though. Absolute banger stream. He's doing more stuff the next couple days. Anyway,
It's women.
Anyways, women. Restless, these recent incidents called for playtime, but their idea of fun wasn't exactly the same as everyone else's. Things out of hand. Mischief was made. Humankind could no longer take their twin reign of terror and imprisoned them. So wait, humans imprisoned them? Not the gods.
I mean, that the humans couldn't handle it, and I think that became, it's like when the underlings are unhappy, so that big boss has to come in and see what the hell's happening. It's that kind of thing.
So, did they work for the cell?
No.
Not that we know of.
They are currently in, guard dog training.
They're in training, okay.
They're guard dogs in training.
Okay. I'm gonna put this in
Taro,
red.
according to their lore, is considered their pet.
Let's add a separate box for Pero. Oops.
Peracino.
Peracino! You see what I'm doing? You see what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Why don't you add Peracino lore in there? Well, you're not wrong.
Wait a minute.
But fat fuck is not acceptable. Oh.
Wait a minute. No, that's not it. Okay, sure. Why this copy in so big?
Yes.
No. Sure. No.
Just leave it. Stop touching. You good now?
We're good.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything significant?
I mean, there's the if you want to get into it now at this point, there's the stuff from the debut lore stuff.
Yeah.
With the book. With the runes.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. I'm looking over the wiki. It's also important to note, I suppose, too. Shiori is a Japanese word meaning bookmark.
Yes.
I
name
just think
is
that
bookmark book.
Bookmark book.
Yes.
Isn't there someone else with a dumb name like that?
I mean, like, everyone has a name that, like, means something. I mean, bijou is just, like, French for gem or something.
Her two-tone hair was originally all black, but part of it went gray due to stress from learning too much knowledge. Is that true?
She says it's just from stress, but yes, I would imagine all of her...
She knows the location of Nerissa's missing horn?
Yes, she does.
Okay, this is where we add those connecting boxes. This is where we're gonna move everyone down. Gonna add a box. Come on, let me connect my boxes. Oops. So what were you going to bring up next? Sorry.
The runes. Because I felt like that was the thing that's relevant to debut.
Yeah.
The runes I translated.
I want to organize this a little bit. Let's stretch this out. So why don't you go ahead and get into what the deal with the runes are?
Okay.
What are we looking at by the runes? Where are these from?
So this is in actually the video that's playing in your top corner.
Okay.
Towards the beginning of that video. I have it open somewhere. So there's 2 shots in here. Let me see.
You got your rune page.
I have my main rune page. But I don't know if you want to pull it up so you can... How you want to put that in there?
Yeah, well, do you want to... Yeah, how do you want to put that in there? It's kind of up to you how you want to display it.
Well...
You can just copy and paste it in. I don't care.
Am I able just to put it somewhere? How do you put these images in? I might ruin something. Oh,
That's
I did.
fine.
Okay. It's fine. So there's this shot.
Yeah. And just move it. It doesn't have to stay in the box. But I am expanding the box here for us.
So in the debut video that's up in the corner that you've got,
Yeah.
when it throws in everyone and shows like one of their little items,
Mm-hmm.
on yours it shows little rune text. behind like her book popping up, right?
Yeah.
And the stuff behind the book isn't as important. But,
Okay.
There's that one, I guess, too, if you want to put that up next to it. And there's, like, different frames where the text pops in clear, and you have to kind of, like, fiddle with it a little bit to see where the text comes in.
Yeah.
But all of that translates to something important. I'll talk about Shiori's first, because Shiori's is just her little blurb. Her thing about, like, I think it's specifically the portion. Let me find my Word document. Like that line and everything. Specifically is this text.
Okay. This here.
The part that I just popped on top.
Okay.
So it's that. And what that translates to is memories into bookmarks and saves them. By misfortune, she was found to have obtained unforbidden knowledge within one of her stories and was imprisoned. But to her, that... And then that's it.
Okay. And can you explain something about the runes, too, that you mentioned when we were in the car? That's strange, about the way they're laid out.
Yes. Let me pull this up, actually. So let's see. It's been a hot minute since I did this.
It's
so
okay.
This isn't exactly accurate. It is what it is.
True.
But if you look super close at the book, but you like zoom in on that, you'll notice, especially on the right-hand side, the right-hand page on the left side, there's weird gaps on some of the lines. Where they're like indented in like a space.
I see that,
and that's because this specific text doesn't have like capital versions of a lot of the letters. Some of them do, and they're in there.
That's so strange.
But it just doesn't on some of them.
Yeah.
But let's see. Did that go in somewhere? It did go in somewhere. This is the text. That's the text on the book.
Okay.
If we want to, like, put that up there. That's what that is.
Okay.
And you'll see that there's, like, those gaps on the left side.
Yeah.
But what this translates to roughly, and also because punctuation does not exist in this font,
yeah,
you have to kind of add it in where there's those gaps, and I've fiddled with it enough to see like how much space different punctuation adds.
Oh, okay.
To figure out what this actually said. Which, like, the punctuation doesn't matter too much. It's cryptic enough that it doesn't answer that much. But if I can insert a text box real quick. I don't know if we want to color this or how you color this. Okay. So this says this is the version that I kind of fixed and left spaces in.
Okay.
That's what that says. But you can see that there's like weird spaces. In how it's laid out.
Yeah, I see that.
And some of this is because this font is just weird.
This is the above one, correct? Which one is this?
This one's from the book. It's
Or the bottom?
repeated across the book several times.
Up here. Sorry, the top one.
What?
The top or the bottom image?
The gray one is the transcribed
What this
text.
this translation is the top translation or the bottom
Yes.
translation? Okay.
I mean, it's the top or the bottom translation.
Well, we have two things on here. We have this picture with the book and then the picture of the book open.
The bottom one's just Shiori's thing. Like, the first line says memory into bookmarks, which you can kind of make out, is what it says.
You know what? Yeah, I can. I'm looking at it now. I can.
That's why I learned how to read this. Like, by the time I finished, because I transcribed, like, everything in the book first and translated it, by the time I got to this one, I just read it and I was like, oh, that's just Shiori's little blurb.
That's kind of dope.
But let's see, this font is...
Okay.
But yeah, there's so many letters that just aren't in here.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever that they say is like some of these, like, we don't know what it says necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, whatever the hell hen-un is. Because if that's capitalized, then it's like, we're missing so many letters in this font.
Yeah.
We don't have a lowercase z. And we only have uppercase A, E, G, K, N, O, and T.
Interesting.
So whatever these, like, different spaces are in here, those could be letters, that could be punctuation, that could be something important. We don't know.
Okay.
But there's not much that I was able to figure out might have, like, contained the letters hen-un.
Yeah. Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Okay. For posterity's sake, can you put the translation of this one down there too?
Yeah, I can.
Excuse me.
But yeah, that's just, like, if you go to her page on the Talents website, that's just part of it.
Okay.
Which they also put that very small, if you go to any of the intro videos,
And this is from, can I have the link for the video?
it's the video that you put up in the corner.
I don't have the link for it.
Let me doot.
Doot doot do. Do 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 do. Do 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 did this get pasted? Yeah, I got it.
Hey. Boo.
Boom.
That's what all this is from.
Yeah.
This is also where Demon of Soup originated from.
I do love that. Even the soup. Oh, I lost the link. Can you send me the link again?
Oh my goodness.
Put it in the box up there.
Sorry, I'm looking at things. Where do you want it to be?
Just right there. Thank you. Sweet. Good. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Cool. We're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere for sure. Okay, but then, like, if you go to any of their videos that were, like, their individual introduction videos,
Yeah.
like the first video posted on their channels, which would be Shiori's prologue.
Okay.
And the verse says, "Hello, my jailbird. Fuamoko Bao Bao." Shocker there. Or Bibu's Beep Boop.
Beep a boop. Beep o boo.
But if you go to any of their videos, about at the midway point, it does like a full thing that highlights in the bottom left a little X that coordinates with their like debut order and like way the unit's laid out.
Yeah.
And it gives their name, their title, their height, and it had a QR code that was just to like the hololive website or whatever. But in the bottom right corner, there was a very tiny blurb where it just seems like something that was maybe not supposed to be left in. Because if they're going by debut order, on Shiori's it's correct. It has tiny text in the bottom corner. Let me pull it up so you can see it. Okay.
Look how bouncy my pigtails are.
Yeah. Aha! There we go. Ignore my thing that says I just took the screenshot. But in the bottom right, like on the bottom left, you'll see there's the X's.
Okay.
On the bottom left, you'll see the X's that says new unit and stuff. But it has like the name, title, QR code, all that jazz.
But we're talking this corner.
In the bottom right, it says her little intro thing, that driven by her thirst for knowledge, Shiori Novella is the archiver.
Yeah.
And it says that on this. Narissa's you can't really read because her text is dark blue. But the shapes are similar enough that you can tell what it says when you think like it follows the pattern. It does not say Narissa's on there. And if you go to Fuwamoko's, if you go to Bijou's, they all say Shiori's blurb in the corner.
Oh, really?
I think they messed that up.
Interesting.
You're being this close to things to actually notice that, so no one cares.
That is very interesting. Clearly production error. Clearly.
Well, it's also like how I think it looks sort of like in the Rebellion music video. Like, can it just be the lighting? Absolutely. But it looks like they got Shiori's hair wrong in it.
Yeah, that is also true.
It's like half in shadow in it.
Okay. So I'm looking at the wiki. Now, I don't remember if this is in the video. Is this something they said that during their escape, Shiori was able to pick up Bijou and somehow wield her to blast enemies?
That's later stuff.
That's later.
I mean, that's
Okay.
just random bullshit that they've come up with. Like,
Okay.
Narissa also has, on her outfit, she has one of the keys to the cell.
Bibu?
Narissa.
Okay. Why don't you add that on there? As like a blurb for the horn, add that as a blurb on the side for her.
Where?
Like I did for knows where the horn is, add that as a note.
Okay. Now, what other lore do we have?
There's an ascended Bibu?
Yeah. That's kind of like the side tangent lore.
Okay. Also, what's the deal with Narissa? So she has a tuning fork as a weapon, which also turns into a microphone.
Yes.
What is with the lyre? Why did
New, I guess.
random new... Do you think it's something to do with the game?
Maybe.
I kind of wonder if that is why... I wouldn't be surprised if she has a song coming out just for that at some point, but I wonder if that is something to do with it. Or maybe something for Enreco?
Maybe.
Yeah.
She said it's partially because she started playing the lyre,
Mm-hmm.
so I think she just wanted one.
Her horns have mind control ability and glow when she uses them.
mean, yeah, that's kind of what happened with her singing incident.
Okay. So it's not... So she has mind control over the singing. I'm picturing this... I'm trying to compare it to a character you would know and understand. But the only one I can think of is, like... like a DC character. Oh! Marvel Loki in, like, the Avenger movie where he takes control with the staff and the cube.
I think that's stuff that she could do at, like, full power type vibe.
Yeah, but that kind of thing is what I'm picturing. Where it's not, mind control, but it's because of an interaction. There is control, not just like,
It's not mind, it's her demon magic.
Yeah,
most of it's just magic.
I wish they had, like, cards. Like, the guild cards. I kind of wish they had that vibe, too. Where we had, like, oh, what's their magic power? What's their mana levels? Because we don't have that truly. We have a little bit, kind of, but not, like, in-depth as those.
Well, it's like, I'm looking at lore pages that I have, right?
Yeah.
The Discords have lore pages logged with everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to skim through to see, like, any more lore on Shiori, but I forget, it's like, Narissa's lore page is, like, actual lore. Shiori's is, she struggles to open childproof locks.
Mm-hmm.
She has reading glasses. She used to be anxious around vending machines. Is this kind of bullshit?
I see.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Any other stuff we want to get into? What's
I'm
the
looking
next
over
step?
some lore.
Are you looking at the wiki?
Yeah. Just to kind of see if there's anything that stood out. Mokoko has the ability to tell if a person is good or bad based on how they smell.
Yeah. They sniff. Sniff snoff.
Interesting. So let's try to think any events that happened. We had the lore packs that came out, and you listened to Shiori, Naris. Did you have all of them?
I got all of the pre-escape voices, yes.
Yeah. So without I'm gonna play them. But what was some of the basis on there that was important information? Because that is canon lore in those.
I'll say,
I didn't listen to them myself.
It's like the pre-escape. It's the same as like the other stuff where it's just them talking about, Hope Skull's cute, but like in character because they were in the cell. That's why it's the pre-escape. The vibes that you got from them were, first of all, there were prison guards. Because I believe in Fuamoko's, you hear, like, they pause at one point and there's, like, keys jingling, basically. So there's guards. And there's just kind of like an echoey noise in the background that implies that the cell is very big.
Mm-hmm. And they were imprisoned together, correct?
They were trapped. They were, like, kept locked up together, yes. Or at least Fuamoko were. It's unclear whether the rest of Advent were allowed to see
just the
each
girls.
other.
Just the twins.
But yes, they were kept together.
Otherwise, they would probably frickin' die. Like Gemini twins.
Yeah.
Has a master key to the cell, actually. Supposedly. The lore says.
Yeah.
I heard. So what? So the lore packs were just basics. It was just introduction about their goals.
Yeah, about
getting getting out.
The vibe was very much just like, oh, I hope it's, that it'll be nice out there. Haven't been out there for a long time. Hopefully, it's safe. Like that kind of like really cute type of stuff where it's like, I haven't been in the actual, world for however long. So kind of sad, but normal.
Now, would you say this was before they planned their escape or after they were starting to plan the escape?
They had the escape planned. I want to say that one of them talked about that it's like that they have something put together.
Mm-hmm.
Which is part of what they're talking about, which is why they shut up in the middle of it when, like, a guard comes by.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's get into a little bit about the escape, which is what we see in the initial video.
Yes.
So, what happened? What happened? What'd they do?
I mean, they kind of just blew it the fuck up. The fuck?
And then they escaped.
I believe they teleported out. Like, they got together. I would assume they had to get to, like, a point where they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they left. I mean, I could probably pull up. Give me a minute. I can find something. Where is it? I don't know if it's here or not.
Sorry, that was really loud. My bad. I was just drinking my water. Is I good? Also, while she's searching, don't forget to go vote for Gav's battle in the Tumblr Sexy People contest. Let me find it real quick. Hold on. We have won the first round. However, did we close it? I'm looking right now. It is not easy to find. No, yeah, it's smaller. We are at here. We are at a significant gap here, people. Gavis Battle has a chance to win this. We are 49.1. We are less. We could pull this off. There's still a day and 10 hours. We could get a 50-50. We just need this percentage. We're very, very close. We could do it. So get your vote and vote for Gavis Battle for Tumblr Sexy Jester Clown Contest. Get your votes in. It will be greatly appreciated. I can't make any promises because I just had to pay a very expensive vet bill.
Rip.
As if you don't already know, currently my puppy Toby is going through treatment for type 1 diabetes for dogs. Unfortunately, he requires daily insulin twice a day. He has to get a set amount of units a day. And currently we're trying to pay off vet bills and the cost for his living and existing. He has prescription food. He takes prescription Vetsulin, which is the animal version of insulin. So any the monies and I get from my ads on the channels, and then any donations or subs and stuff, all that goes into a fund just for Toby, so that he can continue thriving. He's doing so much better than he has been in the past couple months. A lot better. But yeah, it's all for the puppy dog. All for the puppy dog. He's a very good boy. He's a chihuahua. I need to get a picture of him up here. Surely I have one somewhere. But yeah. For the doggy. Oops. I have a picture of him somewhere. Let me find it.
Where is it? Where is it?
Have you found it yet?
No, I'm losing my shit. Was it on someone specific?
Oops. I didn't mean to close that. Oh well. Here, I found a picture of my doggies. Ooh, big. But this is all of our doggies. The one on the far left there is Toby. In the middle is Buddy. He's going to be 14 in like 20 days. And then the one on the right here is Woosie. And that is Katie's dog. But those are my babies. My little babies. And we love them dearly and they make us very happy. Well, Toby makes me happy. He's kind of in a love-hate relationship with everyone else in the house, but he's my baby.
Okay, I found it. I found where it is.
He's just a little guy. Alright, we are so ready.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. The details. Security breach was reported after explosives were detonated from within the cell. Following the report, Code Tartarus which is something, was issued by the wardens in charge, and the facility was under immediate lockdown indefinitely.
Ooh.
5 inmates were reported missing from their respective cells, and authorities were dispatched on a manhunt within a 5-kilometer radius of the facility.
Okay.
Then at like an hour later, they really did an hour later, it was reported that the searches were unsuccessful. They
Only
really
an
did
hour?
5-kilometer radius in 1 hour and deemed, yup, they're gone. At this threat level, that's
What?
fucking stupid. Okay.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Very strange. So, but basically what happened after, though, is they escaped. And they got a car somehow. And they ran into the Cover Corporation building.
Shiori purposefully rammed into the building.
Hello! In which then they then had to pay their debts, correct? For the damage.
Yes.
Becoming idols and streamers. Hi, Marcus. Welcome in. We're in the middle of heavy discussion about hololive English Advent and the lore behind each of them and kind of their group and how they started. It's a silly fun stream that we're hanging out. The lore! It's the lore! Lore!
Lore.
Lore! Okay. What would you say would be next after that? Was there any significant lore that we should address before we get to the one you really want to talk about? I know.
I don't know which one you think I really want to talk about. I want to talk about everything, but I don't think there's that much else that happened.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Justice happened. That's kind of like
Yeah.
the next big lore drop.
How soon
Yeah.
into... How soon into it? How... Were they a year yet before they dropped?
They were... I've got so many tabs open.
Me too. And I just accidentally closed the entire thing, too, by the way.
There's the April Fool's video that
That's
drove
what-
me insane.
That's the one I'm talking about. Are we ready for that one?
Let's see.
That seems like a good
Breach,
segue.
Hollow Advent Breach, the original video, was released July 23rd, 2023.
Okay.
And then the Justice stuff was released. Dun dun dun. If I scroll down far enough. June 18th, 2024.
So it was after. Sorry, I lost the date you said before already in my head. When did Breach come out?
July.
July when? So it was before.
So it was just short of a year when they announced.
Okay.
But, I mean, yeah, there's the April
Let's
Fool's
get in.
video.
Why don't you do some typing for that one? Let's get into the April Fool's video, which, when you take into consideration that shortly after, we have the announcement after all of this, and they have their own little lore, and like, there's a bunch of lore about Nerissa and all of her family members. She has a lot of nonsense lore, I would call it. Where it's just like, oh, well, my family does this, or family does this, and this, and this, and this, and this, where it's not super significant, and we may never hear her talk about it again. Shiori has a lot of lore that has been noted. It's just literal lore about Shiori as the streamer, not as the character. And some whatever random
other lore, but
yeah.
I mean that's just like what we put in the page about it.
Yeah.
But
and then the Doggy twins, they're pretty straightforward, I would say.
Yeah, they don't have too much lore.
They don't have a lot of extra lore. They're just idols now, I think.
Yeah.
And Bibu, does Bibu do much side lore stuff?
I think it's more just character development, her being silly.
Okay.
Like, she has a different mascot that dropped.
Yeah, and we never see him again. It was in her 3D. That's like a mascot.
See him from time to time, but like it's so like random.
Yeah.
That I see it like from a lore perspective. Like it's so rare that it comes up. Like no one talks about it.
It doesn't seem significant other than it exists.
Yeah.
The only significant ones seem to be Yorick. I don't think Nerissa's.
Even then, like he's not important. Shadow is Nerissa's bird, the Raven, and it's like he's just a little guy. It's like it's just they're not as important, but you know, he's there, I guess.
Yeah, Perochino has a little more based on just that he's like a handler for them. It seems like
is thought to be because they're supposed to be guard dogs to, you know, the demon realm or hell, basically.
Yeah.
It's thought that if they're supposed to be guard dogs and they're twins, that maybe that's supposed to be like Cerberus type thing, or that's the third one. But otherwise, he also just kind of exists.
Yeah.
The only, like, side character, like, mascot type thing that actually has some significance, I feel, is Smokey, which is the Justice counterpart to Pokey, the group mascot.
Yeah.
But that's just because he's Sergeant Smokey. So you can kind of assume that he's some level of Justice's boss.
Yeah. And the only reason I ask is because, like with Gab's Battle, they has the battalion, who are their own critter. But he also has Phantom, who has lore, is its own character. And so that's why I'm asking, like, where Phantom has significant part in Battle's lore, do their mascots or like little sidekicks have any significant part in their lore other than just existing? They just are.
You know, not particularly. Like, I don't even think many of them do have. Like, I'm trying to think of between Advent and Justice. I don't think they really do.
Okay. Well, they're just figuring out.
Because Shiori has
nothing
Yorick,
significant like Battle.
Exists. I feel like we play with him a lot more in like fan lore than he actually has. Same with Shadow. Same with everyone. Pero gets ignored in fanfics, I'll be real with you.
Understandable.
Doesn't fucking exist. Liz has her dog, but that's just literally her dog.
Yeah.
Cece has the bird.
We're not on Justice.
No, I'm like trying to think, like none of them have like
Yeah.
a mascot that's like significant. Yeah.
Raura has
really has-
the Chattini, but that's just her delusions. We'll get into that on next episode.
Next episode. But yeah, we have the April Fool's video that had like a solid 10 seconds of like horrifying depictions of the power that the cell holds.
Yeah, why don't we get into that next? Why don't you take over the box there? Let's get into the April Fool's video, which, while not exactly canon, it seems to be canon as to the power overall of explaining the cell. Would you agree?
I mean, I think it's just stupid bullshit.
But also, it gave us shots into the cell that we hadn't seen before.
Not really.
Or views.
At the time, it kind of was. Because if you look at the video... Where's my freaking tab? Like, if you look here... This is the video. That was supposed to be a new outfit reveal type teaser. That then gets abruptly interrupted at like the 15-second mark with the frame of the busted camera from their escape.
That we saw a Shiori break.
Yeah. That she swung the book at. Then proceeds to say, big red text, escapees located. Shows all of like their mugshots.
Yeah.
And then it was like, it leans into the meme where it says unsealed dancing curse. But then it proceeds to show a shot of the cell door with a big ass laser blasting out of it.
Yeah. Which is significant.
Where it's like, it's starting the dumb like music, but like it shows.
Yeah.
This picture.
Yeah.
Where it's just like laser comes up from the right hand side and splits off into 4 directions. With it splitting into
5.
2 at the 1 marker. And it's just like, so it implies, where's my crash out in the Discord chat?
Yeah, you want to screenshot it. Yeah, if you reply to it, I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, but this is significant, I think, in relation to that they have been located. Would this have anything to do with the discrepancy?
This specifically? No.
Okay, just asking.
The discrepancy comes from, I found where it was.
Okay. Context, there's a
it's
discrepancy in the dates between Justice and Advent debut stuff. There's a small why is the word gone? Discrepancy within it that is a little funky, but continue.
But yeah,
I'm gonna delete this, or I'm gonna move this.
It doesn't, because the thing is that Advent was teased and debuted in July.
Yeah.
That's when, like, because they were teased at the concert. But the report that we see that Justice has on the escape, which is where I came up with what's the video I had to find. It's on Raura's debut at the beginning, after her little intro by Liz. And it does a separate little video after, is them talking. And it shows, like, a shot over the shoulder from Liz, where she's looking at the report. It's like the monthly criminal activity report. But it says, like, subject security breach at the cell, high security inmates at large. Details, and it's the, explosives were detonated from within the cell, all that jazz. But it says, on August 29th, at 23:59, a security breach was reported after explosives were detonated from within the cell. And then it proceeds to say, on August 30th, so the following day at 1:59, they were reported missing from their cells. And then at 3 o'clock, it was reported that the searches were unsuccessful.
Okay.
So the problem with this is that they're saying it happened in August. But they debuted in July. So there's like a whole month discrepancy between them debuting. First of all, being teased earlier, but if we just want to say they started debuting on the 29th and 30th. So saying that they escaped on the 29th, a month later, after they were already debuted and streaming for a month, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't track exactly, or it's like, well...
Yeah, there's some sort of discrepancy there that some date was mixed up somehow, somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's add a bit on the April Fools. Can you write down the significance of it? Of, like, the weird thing with the laser, and just, like, the cell.
There's nothing important. I just crashed out and wrote fanfic because of it. That's all that happened there.
Also true.
About that the cell could have found them again.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could, I guess, go back to the fact that, in their, like, debut PV, where it's like, they seem to be getting a live feed of that.
Yeah.
So you could argue that they knew at that point. But it's kind of hard to know. Because, like, that they're only being sent out at that point, at their debut a year later. It's kind of hard to say if they knew any earlier.
Yeah. But definitely is strange.
Then again, you could say that the April Fool's video did lead into their debuts, because the criminal report that they have on Raura's thing, that's the one on their escape, is marked for May. So it makes sense, kind of, that it's a report from May talking about an event that happened the previous year.
Yeah.
Even though there's no years on it, it's like May X 20XX.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you could say, I guess, that it's like, that it was weird with, like, the dates, that maybe, there's some sort of overlap there.
Yeah, something has happened, clearly.
That April Fool's video happened, they were located, but it was kind of memed on for the video.
Mm-hmm.
So you could say they were located at that time. And then a month later, the report pops up of the escape because they have like a direction on where to go.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on, we have the April Fool's video. Anything significant from 3D debut? Lore-wise with individual 3D videos or with the collab?
I mean, the collab had...
More about Pokey.
It had Pokey in it.
So let's add some stuff about Pokey in here. Let me make another box. Come on. You're welcome. Why don't you type in that one? So, like, what is Pokey? Just what, like, consultant? Companion? He's not the leader.
No. Let's see. Pokey has bullshit magic, I guess.
Bullshit magic? Describe, please.
He was the one who did the challenges in the debut.
Yeah.
The 3D debut. And didn't he also, like, change Fuamoko into dogs or whatever?
I think
Magic
so.
bullshit. Where is it?
What would you say he is?
You know, I don't know what he is.
We can lean into fan and lore. What would he be considered, like, a familiar?
He's not really acknowledged. Some people see him, which I kind of like as recent lore that some people have made, is that both Pokey and Smokey are kind of like in the whole found family dynamic of Advent and Justice. They're kind of like a parental figure. Even though, like, in lore, like, in what we see of them, they're just kind of someone over them in some sort of way.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
What else? Yeah. So what else is significant that we should mention? For someone who doesn't know what they're looking at, if they're just looking at this to learn about the character, what would they need to know? Like,
That none of this is actually important and they're just silly little streamers.
Like, what's Shiori's vibe?
I don't know. What do you mean? What's her vibe?
As like a streamer, what's her vibe?
He's a silly little guy. Freak energy, silly little guy.
What does she do content-wise? Does she play horror games? Does she play puzzle games?
Story heavy stuff.
Does she do a lot of lore?
Too much.
Anything else that you would want to add for what she does streamer-wise?
I don't think so. Where the hell is Advent's 3D collab? Did it get got?
I don't think so. Wasn't it on the main channel, or was it on one of their channels? Was that when they were still doing it on the individual channels? If so, it would be on Shiori's channel.
No, I don't see it.
What about Bibu? What would you say her energy as a streamer is?
Gremlin gamer. Freak.
What about Narissa?
Freak, but different flavor.
And what about the doggies?
Cute.
Here's the really, really important stuff that we're about to get into here. You ready?
What?
We'll start with Shiori. Top or bottom?
Well, either or.
Both? Are we a switch?
Depends on who she's with.
Main. In general.
How I see it, or how most people see it.
Most people. Which?
I don't like this anymore.
Come on. ABO. What's her rank?
Enigma.
Enigma? Really? What's the symbol they use for that?
I don't know. Look, people make her top because they always put her with Narissa, who is absolutely a bottom. And speaking of Enigma, how enigmatic recollection.
No. Alright, let's go to Narissa.
You know? Actually, I have a spreadsheet somewhere. Let me pull out the spreadsheet.
And then her rank.
Where is it? Is it in the Mafia AU spreadsheet?
What's her rank?
For Omega
ABO.
Verse?
Yeah, for ABO.
Omega. I found my spreadsheet.
Oh, good. Bibu.
Beep-boo. You know, top. Like your silence.
I was laughing.
Here's my spreadsheet.
What about rank?
What's their designations here?
What's her designation?
Well, I have her as alpha. But on the actual, I have a specific part of the spreadsheet that has their dynamics with each other.
Mm-hmm.
She is... What did I put in here? You know, alpha, but very often written a bottom.
So, power bottom.
Yeah.
So, is she a top or a bottom? Oh, now you don't like this game, huh?
Fine. You know what? Where's my fanfic I've been writing where I've written her as a freak?
Is a freaky little freak?
Because they're absolutely a top. Let's just go off of my fanfiction I've been writing. Not go off of... I have the spreadsheet based off of general consensus at the time. Based on fanfics.
Okay, dogs.
Dogs?
Dogs.
Well... Do you want the general consensus?
Yes, we are going general consensus here.
Fuwawa top, Mokoko bottom. Is that what you want?
Yes. And designations.
So you see, they're a very finicky situation where sometimes they are written, or sometimes they're just decided that they're both the same designation because they are twins, regardless of their actual dynamic.
Should I just put varied?
I mean, it's varied for all of them. It depends on how you want to write them.
We'll put varied for them, though, as general consensus. Now, this is purely on vibes alone. What about Pokey?
Pokey?
What about Pokey?
Top.
Based purely on vibes alone.
Based on vibes. also based on him with Smokey, particularly. Smokey's a bottom. Because he's the corporate guy who works for the...
Works for the man.
Organization. He works for the organization.
Designation.
So obviously, since he's the one with an actual job and isn't just a gremlin, degenerate criminal, that's the dynamic there that we go with.
Okay, designation.
They were boyfriends.
That doesn't answer my question.
What?
Designation.
What?
Based on vibes alone.
Yeah.
You didn't answer it. You're not coming through.
Alpha.
There you go.
Do I need to be close to my mic like this?
Yes.
Pero's a bottom, by the way.
He can get his own little arrow, okay?
Huh.
See? He gets his own little arrow.
Or we could just incorporate it right here.
That is an omega.
Whatever. Alright. What else should we mention for Advent? Or is this kind of clear? What other significant things should we add that you should know about Advent? Do you want to talk about the fans?
I mean, the fans are just little guys. We could talk about the songs.
Yeah, do you want to
Those
go
are
over their
canon.
recent songs?
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of all of their critters?
What do you mean of all their critters?
All the fan mascots.
Not together, I don't think.
Okay.
But there is
Here, I'm grabbing them from the one wiki. We're just going... there's so many varieties, especially for like the novelites, so we're just gonna go just picture of the novelites.
I mean, we do have I'm sorry, that's big. I made it a little too big.
Oopies.
Can I make it smaller? I might flashbang you again.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's cute.
That's them with all their little guys.
Yeah, you know what? We'll take that. What's this from?
This is from the ending of The Story of Advent, their song collection.
Okay. Oh, they're so cute. I love the pebbles.
It is so cute.
Oh, they're doggies.
I like that everyone else is holding their little guys, and then the fucking Novelites are just on the ground.
Yeah, she's not even holding them.
To be fair, they are plants. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Very cute. Do it for them.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else you want me to ramble about?
What else do you think is significant that would be important to know? I think it's interesting that this is a generation that has such a heavy tie-in with the generation before it and the generation after. Because Council had something to do with a little bit of this, correct?
Well, I mean, if you want to go back to... We have the translation of the runes.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the age of the gods, monsters were sealed in this land after a battle. The impact created by myths, councils, and other supernatural beings cracked the seals of and stirred their souls. Its fatal movement frees them from their bondage. Imprisoned in an empty prison, the monsters pledge rebellion and glory in the new land.
Mm-hmm.
So that does tie in that something between, you know, supernatural beings before them caused their escape.
Yeah.
But it's like...
You think it's because the lack... Like, whatever myth was doing, that had been doing, they weren't doing it anymore. And then that council wasn't acting in the full capacity as council any longer.
Well, if you wanted to get into their stuff, because, like, literally their lore is... Myth was, we throw some VTubers at a wall to see if they stick. Council was, oh, people do like them. Cool. Sprinkle a little bit of lore in there. They gave Iris heavy lore. But then have, like, retconned all of its sense.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, there are things about her dissension, that there's a prior dissension.
Yeah.
But now that there's the new one that we have her during, so there's a different dissension of hope that didn't work or something.
Yeah.
Or that went, like, catastrophically wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that, but otherwise it's like Council has also been reckoned with, like, Omega Alpha.
Yeah.
Where I think it was just because they got rid of him because they weren't really relevant.
Yeah.
Because what they were doing with Omega Alpha kind of fizzled out. And I
they
think
were a
they
shit
wanted to
manager.
reduce the confusion because the video that was on Omega was called The Advent of Omega, and I think they wanted just to cross out anything that could be confused with Advent lore, so they just completely retconned Omega as a result of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, you know, okay, sure, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't really know how much weight that's supposed to hold otherwise.
Yeah. So I feel like that kind of wraps up Advent overall. From what we know, there is a ton of fan and lore. A lot. Like a lot.
So much.
But all of it is just little pieces because they said one thing and people ran with it. And some of it they've embraced. Like, as you've said, hasn't Shiori embraced some of it? Or was it Narissa? Or both?
Narissa's really just run with it. I mean, the only other lore that you could pull from is, like, those songs that they did.
Mm-hmm.
It gives some more perspective on what actually happened.
Yeah.
Especially, like, the cell. Because it's not just, you know, like, when you actually look at, like, what the writer said on Twitter and stuff, where they're like, it's a song from the cell. It's not, oh, that they made the song about the cell. It's a song about this. It's a song from the cell itself to its prisoners.
Yeah.
Which is why the lyrics are, like, really kind of fucked up mesmerizing, because... And there's, like, Latin in it, too.
Yeah.
Which is, like, the, in teneris, in frigori, in carcere, which is just in the dark, in cold, in prison.
Yeah.
Which is, like, sad, but...
Yeah.
I mean, the video also gives us a view more of, like, the cell.
Yeah.
Which I feel, you know, doesn't hold exactly to the cell that we've been seeing. But it's, like, close enough, I guess.
Okay.
But, yeah. There's a lot of stuff you could dig into with those. I feel like the first two hold a lot, otherwise the rest of them are just like, you know, okay, they blew it up and broke out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then the next one is just, you fucked around, now you're gonna find out. And then the last one's just cute because they got support from their fans. Like, that's all it is.
Yeah. Which is fair enough, fair enough.
So, there's not really much else lore-wise.
Alright. I think that's a lot. They have very in-depth lore overall, I think, comparatively. Mostly, I say that, I guess, with a grain of salt, because the other ones kind of built on pre-established lore. Nothing against them, but, like, myth is literally just mythology. A phoenix. The only one who's semi-original is Ina.
But even then, they're not, like, foundational beings.
Yeah. She's, like...
Council, the whole of Councilress were elements of the universe.
Yeah.
But then it's just, Myth was a girl. You know, just a girl who could time travel.
Yeah.
Which was kind of thrown in after the fact.
Yeah.
He was just a detective. Then you have, not like the Phoenix, you have a Phoenix.
Yeah.
You have
a Grim Reaper. A Shark.
You have not the Grim Reaper, you have a Reaper who just happens to be high enough in training to be the one being trained directly under the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
And you have someone who has an ancient eldritch god, which there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
And she has a lot of them because the ancient ones are just like a collective of multiple entities.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're just different things, which is also the same kind of with Advent.
Mm-hmm.
That there just also happen to be creatures.
Yeah.
Things that exist.
Yeah.
The most I could say that's maybe unique is Bibu, but not really.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll
anyway.
Shut up so you can stop streaming.
Anyway. That was a lot of feelings. A lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts.
I still have a lot of feelings.
You still have so many feelings. Which could go into a whole other segment, honestly. But that's Advent for you. That's Hololive English Advent. And I believe on the next time we come back around, with Katie specifically, we're going to talk about justice and how justice ties into this, because between the two gens, out of all the gens we've seen, with the exception of the Holostars English, Tempest, and Armis, this is the most significant lore tie-in gens that we've seen. Because I don't think any of the girls, except for maybe Device, because they're kind of like, oh, rival idol groups, but I don't think they're not lore focused.
Yeah, they're not really lore. They're just
none of the
they're
JP
kind of more like they're more like the boys, where it's like they just happen to coexist within the same lore circle.
Yeah. But this is the first set that's similar to Holostars English, where they have significant connections overall. Hi, Lottie! You're joining right as we're ending! But hi! We're in the wrap-up. But we're going to be talking next about... I know we could. You just woke up. I get you. I slept like all day today. But, for the most part, just, yeah, next time we'll be talking about justice when Katie is here. There might be another filler. We might do another one with Sprinkles, or if someone else wants to do Yap Fest. About stuff. We're going to do one on the boys, of course, but I just wanted to get one, and I thought, hey, let's talk about the girls. There's lots of lore that happens. This has all happened just on stream. All of this, which is a lot. And translating of runes and all that. There's so much stuff here. It is such a fascinating set of people. And just, there's a lot going on there. Any closing thoughts, Katie?
Not really. I could keep yapping.
I know, you could keep yapping.
I could talk about Pocket Sand. I could talk about so much random fanfic stuff I've written.
That's true.
I'm very proud of my rune translations.
That is really good. Honestly, real good.
I brute forced that shit, dude. Epic.
Alright. I'm looking to see if we have anyone we could raid. And it looks like my girl Dewey just started. So I think on the Twitch side, I don't have redirects yet on YouTube. Like, sure, subscribe on YouTube so I can unlock more stuff, like redirects. And if you think give us a follow, we are almost to our goal. We are 5 follows away from 200, which would be awesome. Yeah. I hope everyone has a great night or day, whatever time zone you might be in. I was Gracie the Persnickety Puppy, and she was Katie. We will see you guys next time. We're going to raid into Dewey over on the Twitch side. Have a good night, everyone.